The Cardinals on their turf. Matthew Stafford brings his dynamic receiving combo. Arizona glad to have Kyler Murray back as the Rams eye a run toward the playoffs. It's a divisional clash just down the road from Phoenix. Here come the Cardinals. The NFL on Fox welcomes you to State Farm Stadium. Week 12 between the Rams and the Cardinals. Along with Robert Smith, I'm Chris Myers, and thanks for being with us. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. The Rams, Robert, in a transition year, 13 rookies. That's among some of the most in the NFL on any roster. But they got the veteran Matthew Stafford back last week, that thumb injury. They beat the Seahawks for the second straight time, and that created a little flicker of playoff conversation. But if they want to stay on that path, they need a good performance today.
Yeah, they certainly do. And we're going to see how healthy Cooper Kupp is today. But the big guy that they're going to get back today, Kyren Williams, back in that run game. He hasn't played since the first game against the Cardinals last month. And in that game, 158 yards rushing. So you better believe on the road today, they're going to test that Cardinals run defense.
For the Cardinals, despite the 2-9 record with first-year head coach Jonathan Gannon, there's kind of a refreshing air of optimism, and also having his franchise quarterback back and healthy, Kyler Murray making his third start after that 11-month layoff because of injury.
Yeah, and he's a lot of fun to watch up here and maybe at home. Not so much fun for defenses to watch, but they also have a huge that Cardinals run defense.
For the Cardinals, despite the 2-9 record with first-year head coach Jonathan Gannon, there's kind of a refreshing air of optimism, and also having his franchise quarterback back and healthy, Kyler Murray making his third start after that 11-month layoff because of injury.
Yeah, and he's a lot of fun to watch up here and maybe at home. Not so much fun for defenses to watch, but they also have a huge running back with James Conner. Man, he looks like a tight end out there at practice. So I think both of these teams really want to get that run game cranking today.
All right, let's check on By the Numbers, brought to you by Sleep Number, and the Rams with fifth-round rookie receiver from BYU, Puka Nacua. He's in the top 10 in the NFL overall in catches and yardage, but look at his numbers compared to the 4 first-round draft picks that were receivers. And he will combo with Cooper Kupp for only the 5th time this year. It's the Rams and the Cardinals kicking it off in the desert. Straight ahead on Fox.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just down the road from Phoenix here in Glendale, and the roof is open for the first time this year, and that's because we have beautiful weather today. Temperature in the low 70s, mostly sun, a little bit of cloud, no chance of rain. Let's head down to the field, say hi to Jen Hale. Jen?
Chris, the Rams are going to try to gut this win out despite injuries to their 2 Super Bowl staples, Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. You mentioned Stafford's thumb. It is still giving him issues, and today he's wearing a makeshift splint to try and help him grip the ball a little more securely. He admits, yes, it does indeed affect his feel and touch. Then Cooper Kupp, a major question mark coming into today with that right ankle injury. That's the same ankle he needed to have surgery on last season because of an injury sustained, ironically, versus the Cardinals. Wide receivers coach Eric Yarber tells me, thankfully, that injury ended up being much less severe than they thought. It's on a different spot on Kupp's ankle versus where he had the surgery. So today it's going to come down to a matter of pain tolerance for Kupp.
Well, the game that Stafford missed was at Green Bay, and that was a tough loss for Sean McVay. But his numbers against the Cardinals, 12-2 in his coaching career, as the Cardinals won the toss and deferred. This will be a touchback. Yeah, we'll get a look at Stafford right away, who, when we spoke to him yesterday, he seemed a little confident, even though the numbers are down, but he's glad to have both Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp in the lineup together, and his key running back. Interesting numbers for a guy who usually puts up a lot more than 9 touchdowns and just 8 interceptions.
Yeah, and he talked about Kyren Williams, and the thing that he said about him, you know, being out with the high ankle sprain, as we mentioned in the open, has not played since that Cardinals game. He said just really appreciates it. And Matthew Stafford, he's somebody that knows a little something about toughness.
Tutu Atwell in motion to the top of your screen. Stafford on first down to throw. It's a low throw and incomplete for Cooper Kupp. This Ram offensive line coming together just a little bit more. But the rookie sensation Nakua and the tight end position, they've yet to catch a touchdown pass from that spot. Tyler Higbee has had some good games in his career against the Cardinals.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You know, no catches from the tight ends, but Puka Nakua, what a story he's been. And it was actually because Cooper Kupp had some time out during the OTAs. He was able to get more reps and get ready to go.
Kyron Williams, strong run.